But yeah, you know, kind of like this is a dope moment for the simple fact it's like a nice bridge from, you know, the Still Ill video. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the Still Ill videos. Apparently that's a nice segment. People people flocking towards that. I appreciate the love and respect everybody giving us for that. But it's crazy. But yeah, kind of like a build up of that, you know, the Still Ill segments we've been rocking. You know, the last one that we put out was the Keep Your Hands High joint, you know, the big verse from Keep Your Hands High.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talk about this verse often. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, it's my favorite big joint, this and that, whatever. But we've mentioned it before, and it's funny that on the video, people in the comments are saying, like, yo, y'all forgetting that Trey kind of body that, you know, we know that. We told him that. But
we didn't forget it, you know.
We didn't forget it. So I figured what better time and what better segue and what better platform to get the other side of this story and bring in the man, the myth, the legend, with new music as well, bringing along new treats as well. So let's welcome the man to the room. Goddamn it! Let's welcome him.
No bars off. Huh. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.
The one, the only Trey Lee. What's good, my brother?
Yo, y'all hilarious, man. Y'all are hilarious. First of all, y'all ringing off right now. Am I centered? Do I need to? Yeah, let me go over here. There we go.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I mean, y'all ringing off right now with the Still Ill segments.
We trying.
Y'all not trying. Y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the numbers like, God damn, it's like this is going crazy right now. You know what I mean? Like, but that was a good segment, man. That was a good segment. And every time that the Keep Your Hands High record is such an emotional song for a lot of fans out there. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like you when I'm looking at the, you know, I go down and read the comments and all that, and I'm looking with such fervor that a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? There's no way he got dragged. I mean, I could just hear it through the keyboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? When you're a fan of something, a fan of anything, like if you have an emotional attachment to something, it's like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're always going to gravitate towards that, and that's that, case closed and all that. And there's nothing that can change your mind. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just happy that almost 30 years later, I'm still getting mentioned.
That's the beauty.
In any space. It don't even matter whether you loved it, you hated. So anytime that song comes up and anytime you bring up those bars, I'm automatically attached. No matter if you try to detach me from it,
right.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many times you want to take me out, you know what I'm saying? And just use his bars, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
So I appreciate y'all, man.
Nah, it's a blessing, man. Thank you. I know you had some dental work.
Yeah.
Almost derailed you, so we appreciate you.
Oh, that's the most. I've never felt pain like that in my life. Oh my God.
I don't wish
a tooth pull, huh?
Yeah, I don't wish toothache pain on nobody. Like my worst enemy. Like toothache pain is different because that's like it's like a whole side of your face. I don't wish toothache pain on nobody.
All this, all the way down, all the way to the back. Yo, man, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
It changes who you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you want to hang with the big boys, huh, Smokey?
But yeah, we appreciate you taking the time out
all day.
You know, what's you got the pivot out.
Yeah.
What's the plan? What's the rollout? What's going on?
Well, the pivot kind of took a life of its own. It was really like, supposed to be verbal exercise. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I said, it's been about 10 months. Pim was in the slumber. That was the first because, I had been, kind of doing the family thing. You know what I'm saying? Going to soccer practice, going to track practice, going to basketball, going to softball. You know what I'm saying? Life. And so, I felt like I needed to sit down and at least shake the cobwebs off But you know, it was some things going on when I was writing it. You know what I'm saying? So just like, let me just touch on this, touch on that, you know. And I always wanted to. Well, back in the day, I skated on the Barry White joint before. You know what I'm saying? And I always loved that joint. Like from the time I heard Rakim on it. You know what I'm saying? And then Styles P hits it on the freestyle, and then you know what I mean? Like, but that sample is so gangster to me. It's like, you know, just one of them Jones, like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear it, me personally, I'm like, oh, I'm about to lean into this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the pen started floating and I didn't want to stop, you know what I mean? I ain't know when to stop, actually. I stopped counting the bars, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I just threw it out there. And that thing just, you know,
took on a life of his own.
It went viral. Like, it's the first time I went viral, bro. Like, I've never had over 100,000 views on a post. You know what I'm saying? And people like Shaq and, you know, Big Tigger and all these cats reposting it. Steven, what's my man from the pod, the ball player? Used to play with Indiana and used to play with
Steven Jackson.
Yeah, Steven Jackson and all kind of cats just putting it in their stories, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you in a great space. We had a live a couple of weeks ago, right? We talked about
a couple of weeks ago.
Mass Appeal and them having a resurgence of dropping albums. I don't know if you saw the slate.
Yeah. Guru, my man, Young Guru was mixing a couple of them joints, you know what I mean? So
that's family, man. So yeah, it got us thinking. We was talking about you, talking about my brother. What do you think about that platform of veteran MCs being able to maybe have a mission of saying, man, I want to drop something on Mass Appeal as opposed to just doing the independent or, you know, something else?
I think it's about time. I think it's, you know, about time there is a space that other than the independent side that you're going to get some decent distribution and decent exposure to be able to, you know, as a veteran MC, you know what I'm saying, to be able to put your work out there for, you know, a good amount of people to put their ear on. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know as well as I do, man, you know, our once you reach a certain age in this culture, you know what I'm saying, you're deemed too old to do it, which my thing is, how can you say that when we've never been here? This is the first time that we're in this space. This is the first time that we are actually 50 plus years old, you know, being able to express ourselves in the way that we always have been, or at least have been for the last 40 some odd years, 50 years. So, you know, who says you're too old? You know what I mean? We've never been here. Like, who put that label on it? So for Mass Appeal, and Nas had been saying that for a minute, man. He been calling on, you know, veteran cats to just do the work, just spit.
Yeah.
He been saying that. So kudos to him for always putting that into the forefront, man. Just work. You know what I mean? Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the stigma or let people put a stigma on you and say that you are too old to do it. Like, nah, we've never been here. So keep doing your work, man. Keep doing, you know, using the gift that God gave you, and Mass Appeal is creating that platform for us to do so. You know what I'm saying?
I have more questions, but I kind of want to play this joint just because I'm gonna let the questions kind of be a part of this.
I get to explain this joint.
I body with every ball. It's every ball, man. Check me out. Been about 10 months. Kim was in a slumber, in a bit of a slump. My destiny encumbered. But when God got plans, no man shall put us under. So it's pedal to the floor like the king is Zamunda. The flame is restored. I rekindled the hunger. Par for the cause. Cooking over the drum. Plus reconfigured the construct to sum up. This way we draw the line on you suckers. See your days are numbered. Rest assured, I ain't here for the come up. I'm here to cast stones on all the cap amongst us. Promote black owned and excellence, they punked us. How does it feel to know your hero is a monster? We living in hell, serendipity past us. Community failures and family fractures. Up and down the town, timeline is all the distractors. Indeed, need I mention that your raps is trash talk? Juice, T-Lean, I don't move with the masses. Ain't fooled by them stats of your status. My fuse put passion to practice. I'm cool representing a fraction. Multiplied by the way of subtraction. Listen, you, it seems you've been fitted to follow suit. Me, I'm Andre Benjamin with the flute. Cost of fame, i.e. he enjoying the fruit. So when y'all was at the freak off, I was out of the loop. Yeah, initially I had big plans, give me the loot.
Ho, fam.
Hold up.
You go right there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to parse this and
we're gonna have to piece this apart right here.
So
Man.
Yeah.
My first question, because when you said it's been about 10 months and Penn was in the slumber and a bit of a slump, I love the word encumbered, by the way. I just
I was hoping you said that. There's something about vocabulary words.
Yeah.
Encumbered is one of those words.
Hey, we're all historically Black college, university graduates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Salute HBCUs.
So my question is about this pen, right?
Yeah.
When we reach a certain age, and Brown and I talk about this on a live, the pen game, like you said, growing up, getting older, it should not be a thing where a MC it's held against him for living longer, right?
Right.
But what happens to the pen? I have a theory that it's not in use as much. So I myself second guess lines, have the old go-tos that I would lean on. The similes and metaphors are not as they're not as precise because you're used to the in-your-face ones and direct ones. You go back to old habits that you may have done in the past, and it comes off not as great. What are your thoughts?
I think it's the lack of, meaning, like you alluded to, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you're constant with it, then even with the old habits, I think it's more important to just put it down. If you put it down, then you can go back and craft it. Like you can look at it, you can say, nah, that ain't it. But I think what affords us at this stage in our lives is that, just like they used to say about old cats. Well, they say about old cats now. I say what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's almost to a point where it don't even matter, but I'm more focused on how I say it as opposed to what I say. So that's why I'm just going to write it down and make sure the flow is the most important part. The flow in the voice to me is the most important part of delivering what you're trying to deliver. So when it comes to using the pen, I think you have to just use it and then you craft it, you know what I'm saying, as you go along. Our problem is, like you said, people just stop using it because of whatever reasons, whether it's life, whether it's, I don't know if it's going to sound like the last joint that I did, which was crazy, or you're competing against yourself, or you're competing with other people that's out there. I think that's a part of our problem. We just have to continue to use it. Because I find even with me, if I put the pen down, like I said, I put the pen down for a minute and I'm like, in the back of my mind, I was like, I got to write something. I'm not going to allow a year to go by. I don't write anything because then I'm afraid if I let a year go by, then here's 2 years, and then here's 3 years, and it starts to add up. So I'm always conscious and aware if I put the pen down too long, now I got to pick it up and just write something, even if it was 2-3 lines. You know what I'm saying?
I think as you get older, I think you don't see the game as I need to make raps and rhymes that logistically that don't make sense at my age, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I can't be rapping at 40 what I was rapping about at 24. Like that
but you know what? There's too many of us that do. You know what I'm saying? And I addressed that later on, like, you know what I'm saying, in this particular rhyme. There's too many of us that do. You're afraid, or you don't feel like it's gonna come off as hot if you talk about where you at and what space you in at this particular time. You always got to revert back either to what you was doing, or you start trying to copycat what the, as they say now, the YNs are doing. You know what I'm saying?
The YNs.
Yeah. See, but you see, I'm hip enough where I know all the lingo. You ain't gonna be able to, but I don't use it. But I'm in tune enough to understand what is going on around me. But I'm not gonna sit up here and try to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And I think too many of us try to do that. You know what I mean?
And to that point, like I think I think it was perfect that you emphasized, like you dropped the beat and like kind of emphasized the listen. It seems you've been fitted to follow suit. Like the fit and follow suit metaphor is crazy, but just the emphasis on it seems y'all been fitted just to be the same crafted cut copy paste artist that you see every day, and like you just been fitted to follow the same suit that everybody seems to wear and everybody's fitted for. So yeah, I think that was like to emphasize that, have the engineer drop the beat out and make sure it was understood. I think that was brilliant.
Glad you caught that, sir. Thank you.
and when you talk about the pen, the slump, one of the things that I also notice as a veteran MC, a lot of times they don't focus on rhyme scheme. And I hate to generalize, but you'll hear certain rappers and they go 2 bars onto the next 2, which is cool. But to understand in this day and age how rap has evolved and how the listeners' ears, they want to know, to determine how good you are, they want to know how well you put the words together. So if you do the 10 months, pen in the slump, Destiny encumbered, God got a plan, no man should put us under, King is Zamunda, flame is restored, we can't go to hunger, plus we have to sum up with the lines drawn, you suckers see your days are numbered. It's a lot of rhyming words. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of assonance that if you're a rapper, the rapper's rapping, it's like, okay, he's rhyming well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a older guy that's just rhyming, yo, I'm good and I'm nice. And you know what I'm saying? Like that.
I hate when he puts on the sugar.
And I hate when he does this. I'm trying to drop the point home because not to hate on your man.
That's facts, though. No, that's facts.
Not to hate on your man.
Yeah, that's true though.
Your man Redman had that line, bump like proactive.
Bump like proactive. We were like, what year is this?
Okay.
And listen, I am the biggest of Redman fans.
I am too. But I'm conscious of that.
The flow was dope. Like Trey said,
the flow was dope.
Flowed, and he probably focused. He was like, yo, I'm gonna flow this the same way I used to flow it back in the night. Like my flow was crazy. Nobody cared what I was saying. So of course I'm gonna be like, but he was flowing.
Yeah, true.
So with that first 8, you want to talk about the slump and just God's plan and
so like I said, it was about 10 months. Pen was in the slumber, you know what I'm saying, in a bit of a slump. My destiny encumbered. Like I'm thinking, man, is this where it stops? No. God got a plan. No man should put asunder. You know what I'm saying? So once I get the back call or the bat signal, you know what I'm saying, and I reach into that realm, and have that moment of clarity, then it's pedal to the floor, like the King is Zamunda. See that flew over a lot of people's heads right there. You know what I'm saying? You talk about pedal to the floor of the car, but you're talking about rose petals. Think about Coming to America.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We caught that, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I like this, right? So you have it's a metaphoric simile. So it's a comparative simile, right?
Yes.
It's a pedal to the floor but it's not a literal pedal. It's a floor, you know what I'm saying? So you took
a floral pedal.
You took the pedal to the floor, the driving, the accelerating the speed, and related that to the flower petals that hit the floor for the King of Zamunda.
For the King of Zamunda.
So the average person heard pedal to the floor, like
pedal to the floor, and that's it.
What was Duffy driving? Duffy wasn't driving, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even drive the car,
right?
And it just flies over the head. But this is the difference. This is where every rapper at this stage in their career is not writing those type of similes. Does that make sense? Like it's not.
No. Perfect sense. And see, I'm a student. I'm a teacher and a student at this point. I still study. So I'm trying to find that simile or metaphor that nobody said. And it's very hard at this stage in the game because we 50 years in, right? So, and you know, there's a lot of MCs, they got a lot, you know what I'm saying? They're saying a lot of stuff and doing it. Some of them might not be putting it together well, but at least I've heard it and I know you attempted to try to do it. Yeah. So I'm trying to find within the scheme of what I'm writing, what is that jaw-dropping simile or metaphor that's going to stand out that you've never heard before. You know what I'm saying? Constantly. And so that's always a task. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And I kept thinking, damn, did anybody ever say this? They had to. Nah, they had to say use that.
Be surprised.
They didn't?
Be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Listen, some of the most picture perfect in your face metaphors have never been said because it's right in your face. Believe it or not.
Like, damn, this is wide open. Joffrey, King Joffrey, you know what I mean? With the lion jaw coming out and you hear the music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then we get into where pain has been restored. I rekindled the hunger. Okay, so this is the one right here. The flame has been restored. I rekindled the hunger. Paul for the cause, cooking over the drum plus reconfigured the construct to sum up. This is where we draw the line on you suckers. See, your days are numbered. That space right there. I know a lot of cats ain't gonna catch this. The flame.
Yeah.
Turning it on the stove. I rekindled the hunger.
Yep.
Paul for the course, meal. You know what I mean? Cooking over the drum, the pot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole little scheme right there. I know that flew over people. So that's why I'm glad we're taking this opportunity for me to explain that right there.
Yeah. No, it's important. It's important.
Yeah, it's absolutely important. Flowers are important, man.
Then
you write, but the funny thing is, like, you write things like this and you sneak medicine in the candy like this, like, because you want people to catch it. Yeah. You want people to catch it, but when they don't, you like, that flew over your head. So it's kind of a not a double-edged sword,
but sometimes I don't. Like that comes from the Rakim school. Like I'm still deciphering bars that Rakim did back in '86. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rakim had an uncanny way of, he'll say some direct stuff right in your face, but then there's some medicine in there that I'm like, huh? Is that what he meant? Like, God, but it's a part of my enjoyment. Like, I like trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. There's certain listeners that want it all in your face. They want it direct. They want it, you know what I mean? If I gotta sit and figure it out, if I need a supplement, then I don't want to listen to it. Not me. I want to try to find the jewel. Where's the jewel? If it's too direct and in my face, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. And it also depends on where you deliver it. But if you got a nugget in there, and I'm like, damn, So that's how I tend to write. And that's the maturation process with me. I used to get upset when people couldn't figure it out. But now it's like, those are the type of listeners that I want. I want them listening.
This is true.
You know
when you said I ain't here for the come up.
Yeah.
Explain that.
That's a good segue to what I'm saying. I'm not here for the fanfare. I'm not here for everybody to like me. I'm not here for the viral effect. If it goes viral, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? My job now is to cast stones on all the cap, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to cast stones on all the cap amongst us. I'm not here to be, you know, yeah, hey Trey, or be liked and all that. I mean, it's good if it's cool, but you know what I mean? Nah, I'm here to stand on something. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
That's what it is. I'm here to stand on something. With every word that I speak from here on in, I got to stand on something. You know what I mean? I got to draw a line. And see, that's the whole back to reconfigured the construct to sum up, reconfiguration. It's architecture. We drawing lines on these suckers. See, your days are numbered. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of them.
Yeah. No, we get it.
That's what this space is for, man.
But I know y'all. That's why I had to send it. I was like, yeah, they're gonna dissect this.
Yeah. We I mean, you went, so we got to pick and choose. So because we gonna be here 2.5 hours with all of these lines. But
yeah, that I gotta say that how does it feel to know your hero is a monster is the beauty in that line is to be someone's hero. Like they look up to you. Like you are a god to them almost. Like to be somebody's hero. But that's almost like finding out how magic works. Like finding out your hero's a villain or finding out, you know what I mean? Live long enough to wait, what is it?
the hero.
Die be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
That's right.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to find out that your hero is a monster is crazy.
How does it feel?
I love the beauty of those, another one of these college words. I love the juxtaposition of those two angles.
Ooh.
To have a hero and a monster, and for them to be the same is a crazy comparison. I love that.
That's the Diddy trial.
Hey man. We don't claim that no more, man. You got to draw the line somewhere, man. You got to draw the line,
man. Got to draw the line.
Did he get an honorary PhD or something?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Bad choices. How does it feel to know your hero is a monster, bro?
See what I'm saying?
Mayor done took the key to the city back.
Listen, man, everything goes.
Bad choices, man.
Bad choices, man.
So let me ask y'all this: staying in that realm, like the whole, I saw Cormega speak on this about promoting Black excellence. See, that to me, even when they was pushing that real hard, it wasn't just him. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of them. Like, I feel like that's why I said they punked this. Like, what is Black? Like, there's a comparison between Black excellence and Black power, and there's a difference. And I think people mistaken Black excellence or mistook, whatever. Black excellence or confused Black excellence with Black power, Black power, Black excellence. And I think they use that as a vehicle for really for the masses to kind of like not to reach that point, but to kind of sit there and look up in awe. You know what I'm saying? Because it was only for the chosen few, as opposed to the masses.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, is there white excellence? I never heard of it.
Right.
To me, it's divisive, man. It just it creates this hierarchy, this status, this class. Look, hearing Fat Joe talk about Nick's seats. Have y'all heard this guy?
No.
Talk about the Joe Budden seats. Like, he's on his podcast talking about he got to make sure his seats are better than his enemies.
Yeah, see,
Joe Budden.
You got no time for that.
Yo,
you got no time.
But it was a blatant just trying to go viral because you're gonna mention the hottest podcaster. Yeah, I ain't want the Joe Budden seats. I ain't want to be behind 50. If I see my enemy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be in front of him.
Why is this your enemy? Like, do y'all have real beef? Like,
well, Joe and 50 had some words, so not Fat Joe Budden.
Right, Joe Budden,
yeah. But Joe had a very mature response. He understood the viral ploy. He was like, if I'm in the cheap seats, if I'm at home watching the game, like, none of that matters. Like, these are $54,000 seats. Like,
right. It doesn't.
He was like, I make more money than you. To your point, all of this is divisiveness. Like, excellence, and it's not a criteria based on, how much money you have, who's in the spotlight. It's real wild.
Yeah. So I thought it was important for me to drive that part home too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you also talked about community failures, family fractures, up and down the timeline to distract us. Touch on that.
Basically, they're all separate issues. You know what I'm saying? We're living in hell. Serendipity passed us. Like we, you know.
I love that movie, by the way.
Oh yeah. You know, I don't think this generation know what serendipity is. You know what I'm saying? Like what it is to be joyful, what it is to be, you know what I'm saying, and harmonious, and as you know what I mean, like it's just community failures and family fractures and people on their phones and all kinds of, you know, information to distract us. You know what I'm saying? These are all separate issues, you know what I'm saying, that you know is really just putting them in the forefront. Again, casting stones for all the cat amongst us, you know what I'm saying? Like it's when do we turn the corner? Like, aren't y'all tired?
Yeah.
Aren't we are we tired? Like, when do we get tired? Just like that news with the young boy Qua from Philly, man.
What happened?
I mean, senseless, trying to get his chain. They shot him. And this brother has done nothing but try to be the voice of the youth with positivity. When do you get tired?
I saw Rest in Peace and I was like, nah.
Yeah. And you know, for years he's been a proponent.
I mean, one of the few that has gone
in that generation
viral, that has made positive music and people promoted it, like click the share button. I was like, oh, that was more surprising than the music. It was like
the fact that people shared it.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow.
And you want to take it like, when do you get tired of this? And that's what I'm saying. It's time to stand. You got to stand on something, because just like with certain things, and people are too consumed with worrying about their own. And to a small fraction of a point, I get it. But damn, when do you get tired? When do you get tired of not saying something and standing on something and moving as a unit to make a difference? You just want to get to the point where there's none of us left. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Or you just want to be controlled by the powers that be. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand, man.
Yeah, I love the I'm cool representing the fraction multiplied by the way of subtraction.
Yeah, that was
Tell me what you let me see if tell me what that means to you. I mean, other than an obvious metaphor.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But just, I mean, the idea that you being cool, like most of us, we're cool with who rocks with us, right? Yes. I don't need to represent everybody. I'm cool with representing this fraction, which obviously gets multiplied by way of subtraction. Like, like that's what we're doing. We're not trying to reach the masses. We're trying to reach people like us by Xing out those that don't want to rock with it. I want more. I want more of us.
That's right. Okay? We'll take all the excommunicated people from these popular circles and we'll form our own Voltron. You dig me?
Less is more. There's plenty of us.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that line, by the way, too. When I wrote it and I sat back, I said, "Ooh, that's crazy." You know, sometimes you a writer, y'all writers. You write something, you be like, "Oh."
Yeah. Sometimes you step back and be like, "Ooh, that was tough."
That's what I did on that one. I was like, "Damn, that was crazy."
Yeah. And just so you know, I'm still like, I'm mad we didn't come up in the era of, or active artists in the era of the live video with the hanging mic shot and being able to do that. I think that shot is so dope. I think just the standing on the block hanging, I think that shot is just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we didn't come up in that era.
I know.
Dope.
Shout out to the digital hustler, man. Skype Williams, he calls himself. My man Tone. Salute to
dope. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, Andre Benjamin with the flute. Cost of fame, he's enjoying the fruits. When y'all was at the freak off, I was out of the loop. So you didn't
Whoa. Hey, yo.
He wasn't at the parties back at Howard when
Nah. Oh, and Howard. Okay, no. At Howard, I was there, but not the freak off. It wasn't the freak off. But nah, you know what I'm saying? But that line right there, cost of fame, i.e., he's enjoying the fruits. So if y'all want to you can put that together. The cost of fame is him being able to enjoy the fruits.
Yeah.
What are the fruits? You know what I'm saying? That's another double. Enjoying the fruits or enjoying the fruits.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
You know what I'm saying?
At the freak offs.
At the freak offs.
Right.
But that's the cost of it. But that's the cost of fame. If you want to play this game,
that's
you gotta let him enjoy the fruits.
You gotta let him enjoy the fruits.
Or the fruits.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Next time I come for you, I'm gonna on some cocktail.
I feel like this next line encapsulates a lot of how the way a bunch of us come into the game. Initially, I had big plans.
Give me the loot. I was like, wait, what? This what we doing?
I got big plans.
Initially, I had big plans. Give me the loot. But then I took a stance and your man didn't recoup. Like, wait a minute, wait.
Yeah, I mean, because the freak off line puts you in, a certain and then automatically you hear big. Okay.
Right.
That's what we doing? We connect the nose. All right. Yeah. Give me the loot.
We changing like this? Okay.
Yeah. And we all have big plans. I feel like we wanted the fame in the beginning, right?
Yeah,
we wanted.
Of course.
Yeah.
But that's the cost of fame. It goes back to the cost of fame. The cost. Initially, like you said, we want that. We want that. Give me the money. We want the money. We want the fame. We want all that.
Yeah. And where we go from here? Yeah, took a stance. Your man didn't recoup, so I left with 10 bands. Took a chance, slimmer than Snoop.
But then you give a throwback reference. Got out the game and spread my wings. Remember Troop?
Hold on. You stopped it. Wait a minute. Y'all stop the record, but play that part. You gotta let the record play. Yeah, you ain't let it play in that speech.
Okay, before I let it play,
okay.
I'm gonna go back to what I was saying earlier about writing styles, right?
Yes.
An older MC in the early 2000s, in the mid 90s, would have said, "Spread my wings like Troop."
Like Troop.
That was
the easy play.
That would have been accepted. Get where I'm going, people. This is the writing style that we came up with. That's where we came up. Spread my wings. The mind goes like Troop.
Like Troop.
Very simple simile. Very easy to follow. A more polished MC would remove the like and say, "Remember Troop."
Remember Troop.
Now it's not call to action.
Right. It's no longer a metaphor at this point. You hear it as a metaphor.
You hear it.
As a metaphor.
Now it's almost visual.
Right. And not only that, but now it's on you now. Like, damn, do I remember?
Yeah.
Troop?
Do you remember?
Now it's on you now.
I love this show, man.
I'm just saying. These are the things that, and hopefully this helps somebody that's like trying to get back into it, that's writing the rhyme one way. And of course, the kids nowadays don't care, you know what I mean? But our age group that's listening, when Nas is putting these albums out, we want to hear Slick Rick is he going to evolve? You know what I'm saying? Like, what have it got? Okay. And that's my 2 cents. All right, I'm sorry.
But then I took a stance and your man didn't recoup. So left with 10 bands, took a chance, slimmer than Snoop. Got out the game and spread my wings. Remember Troop? Blessed with a skill set none of y'all can refute. In the middle of a shit show that don't need a reboot. In a minute I'ma switch flows, spitting on memento. Who feared the culture wouldn't reappear? Proof, I am proof. Develop from the negative. See, they want us to die and we just let it ride while they keep monetizing. My whole perspective is they ain't qualified and we don't galvanize on me. We in the project. As a collective, see, we still colonizing. Some are compromising. When they come out the closet, none of us surprised. They living in tight lies or perception and lies.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Talk about it, man. Because I know, you know what? When I ain't gonna lie, yo. I thought about y'all when I switched the point where I switched the flow up from when I said and then got into that week so, but nah, go ahead. I just wanted to let y'all know I thought about y'all when I did that.
That's blessings. Thank you so much.
Exactly, appreciate it.
I mean to say in a minute I'm gonna switch flows. It's crazy.
And that's crazy to let you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to this shit show reboot. I love that line as well. I don't know if people just the show reboot. It's subtle stuff like that is kudos to just paying attention to rhyme scheme and the just high level MCing is I love that. Like I said, we're gonna be here all day, so I want to just develop from the negatives. We want to, which is
we just let it ride, and they keep my so
yeah. Go ahead.
Appreciate you for just switching up the flow.
Wait, before you go there, don't gloss over proof. I am proof. Develop from the negative.
Develop from the negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
We seen the link. We seen the link.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we got the proof. Develop from the negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, so they want us to die, and we just let it ride while they keep monetizing. My whole perspective is they ain't qualified, and we don't galvanize. So me, free in the pride. Listen, man. Just finding this pocket, finding that pocket right there.
Pocket.
I don't know what you would like. The fact that you were thinking about us, I sincerely appreciate it. Blessings. But to find that pocket, they ain't qualified, and we don't galvanize. So me, free enterprise. As a collective, see, we still colonized, and some are compromised. So listen, man. So find that pocket is crazy.
None of us surprised.
So,
wow.
I don't know where you go from here. Because again, to find that pocket and then but within that pocket, to paint a picture of exactly where we are right now. Like they want us to die, we cool with it, we letting it ride, but in the meantime, they profiting off it, they keep monetizing. My whole perspective is they not qualified. I get that, but us, we don't galvanize. So me, I'm free enterprise, and that's collective. See, we still colonize, and then some are compromised. Listen, man. And again, these are not, when you got these polysyllabic rhymes, and it's not just cat and bat and rat and hat.
Yeah.
And you got monetized and galvanized and qualified and colonized and compromised. These are not just regular rhyme scheme words that you're throwing out there.
Yeah, it's making sense too.
And you know what I mean? And it's making sense. And if you're actually listening, you're like, oh wow, he's actually telling the truth. This is where we are right now. Maybe some will click off, and maybe this will start something. Listen, man.
It's not lyrical miracle. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's definitely not. It's definitely not lyrical miracle. Definitely not.
Are you having someone in mind specifically when you are talking about this whole coming out the closet and
take
your pick. Take your pick.
He said,
you've been around. Yeah, you've been around a lot of people. So the people want to know. The people want to know.
Listen. Okay, so I'll say definitively, right? But there's a lot of things that I have a hunch about that are 100% true. Definitively, I have not laid my eyes on somebody, or somebody admitted to me that this is who they are in the daytime and this is who they are at night. Okay. But I can take an educated guess, as a lot of us can, and you can take your pick. Like it's a one size fit all type of situation. You know what I'm saying? You can take your pick. There's a lot of cats that's coming, that's in the closet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not surprised. They live their entire lives off deception and lies. All I'm asking you is to pick a side, man.
Pick a side. Is you Martin Ocean?
Yeah.
And for that to be the reference, like again, it's one of those. I've been here for a while, so I'm gonna let y'all know I'm a age myself, but at the same time age myself in a way that I'm still nice with this shit. I'm still I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. Like I'm still surgical with it, so I'm gonna age myself and use the Martin Shanae reference. But just so y'all know, in case y'all haven't been listening to the past 32 bars where I've been spitting hot fire. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love where it went after that. I think I hope I stopped it at the right spot. I'll bring it back a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So coming out the closet, and I want to salute, rest in peace, Mr. C, right? Because he's one of those people that we had to respect. It was a time where it wasn't as revered as it is now to be on the other side. And he boldly, although he got caught up. But I feel like he should have been the flag bearer to let all of these guys know, come on, man.
Let us know where you stand. Let us know where you stand.
Come on, man.
That's it.
It ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying? And I swear, my brother, and I hope my brother's okay with me saying this, Lord Digger told me about Mr. C for years.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking about Calvin. He be like, what? Yo, he be on East New York, whatever. And I'm like, nah. I'm not denying, be like, nah, that's crazy. I just would listen. But when it came out, I was like, oh yeah. But I was like, oh wait, I'm the only one he told about that nigga.
Yeah, insider information.
Yeah, everybody should just
stand on it. My thing is stand
on that, man. That's who you are, man.
Whatever you gotta do, bro.
Stop the waffling, man. Stop the waffling, bro. Like it's cool, it's whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's who you are.
That's what you are, man. You know what I mean? But the problem is, the problem is like, you got some people that ain't hip that, you put in a trick bag and they think it's something else and it's not. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Take your lumps or whatever.
Pick a side, is you Martin or Shanae? Man, I've been fired. This remind me of my heyday. And I'm still admired. Just the other day, hey, Marlon Wayans brought up my name on Club Shay Shay. And so here we are. No, it ain't the same trait. Yes, I've evolved. You stuck on 98 trait. I'm rapping with a job. Say what you gon' say. It won't disrupt the publishing. No the 401k. Bars. You in the course of a foray. And I ain't found my stroke yet, homie. Yo, this is foreplay. I've been a terror since the 88 Jetta. Smash it, proven. What y'all doing? Y'all can stop the gas, cause the meter ain't moving. Rapping like the kids and they can see right through them. Meet them where they at short, but lead them through the rumors. I'm hands on with mine, the rest reaching through the Newman. When y'all gave up on these youngins, I stay rooting. With every screen, plant more seeds than Cam Newton. It's grown fish to know how to pivot before you lose it. Cause I done watched too many die chasing this music. I'm out.
That's how you feel, huh?
A little bit.
That's how you feel.
I'm gonna go right to Brown mentioning you aging yourself with the Martin Shanae.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, here we go. Lesson. That was a setup line that would have been people's "Here it comes" punchline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he used the Martin and Shanae, and if you consider him aging himself with an old school reference, he worked it up into a Club Shay Shay mention, which is the most modern thing you can think of. He mentioned on, but the brilliant way he got to it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I've been fired. This reminds me of my
heyday. Right. So now reminds me of then.
Yeah.
I'm still admired just, because just the other day.
Hey.
Listen. but okay. You go, then, now, they brought up my name on Club Shay Shay, but then they say, I ain't the same Trey. Yes, I've evolved. You stuck on 98 Trey. So you still, again, I've evolved. This is where I am now. You stuck on 98 Trey. Like, again, this is all now, then. Bro, what are we doing, bro? What is happening here? But listen, but then to lean into, and this is what I love. To lean into a rapper with a job
Yes.
Say what you
gonna say.
I don't care.
Because it's not gonna disrupt the
It's not
publicist,
gonna disrupt the
the rap,
publicist. No, the 401k.
the 401k or the
both
job.
sides. So listen, bro. I'm out.
You can leave.
I'm out. What? Bro.
Because it's like, yo, say what you gonna
Listen,
say.
man.
Rapper
Say
with
what
a
you
job.
gonna say.
You rap and you got a job. Say what you gonna say.
Rapper with a job.
The publishing checks are still gonna come in.
Either way.
The
Even if I do
wages are
nothing,
still coming in.
they're still gonna be here.
What do you want me to do?
And my 401k is popping.
Like,
what are you
that's what I'm
telling
saying.
me?
Like, what you want me to do? Quit my job?
For
Or
what?
you want me to not rap?
What you want me to do?
Which one you want?
Which one you want?
Which
You
one?
only want to get money from one of them, not both.
Come
Why
on,
can't I
man.
do both? Come on, man.
Oh man, I ain't got nothing to say.
Listen,
I don't have nothing. Y'all wrap that segment up. Oh my God, man, that was
Man.
perfect.
Nah, because it needs to be said, man.
It does. It
needs to
does.
be said, bro.
It
Like,
does.
That's a brilliant scheme. Like just to add just the other day, hey, like you didn't have to do that.
But no. But don't skip past you're saying the other day, hey, but just previously it reminds him of his heyday.
Oh shit.
So
This is why-
skip that. So it's man, I've been fire. This reminds me of my heyday.
This is why he's my co-host. Because
I'm still admired shit just the other day. Hey.
he flipped the heyday to day hey.
Today, hey.
Oh shit.
But listen, man.
Jesus Christ.
We'll be here all night, man.
You be as I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Oh, man.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah, and I love the word admired right there because that's like it's a modest word. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like he didn't use a braggadocious,
It's a humble
egotistical.
word. It's a humble word.
He didn't use a rap word. It's like, hey, still on my dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Marlon Wayans
I'm still
brought up my name.
Right.
I got the
But
clip
not
to
for no
prove it.
reason. He just brought it up.
I got the clip to prove it. I've been posting that just so you think I'm not y'all, but just so y'all think he blowing smoke. Nah, go look at my IG page. Just on there.
Oh man, listen.
That's my man. Shout out to Marlon. That's that's
we love Marlon, man. We love Marlon.
But nah, that's interesting that that segment y'all caught even the heyday day hey. That was brilliant.
You acting like we just found it. You acting like we ain't write it. You telling us that was brilliant, like we wrote it. We just found it.
Nothing to do with it.
We had nothing to do with this.
That was brilliant that
We
you
just
caught
found
that,
it, brother.
But that's like I was discussing earlier. Those are the things. Those are the subtle things that I try to hide in there for the aficionados to be like, let me see if I catch that. Let me see if they catch it. And you caught it. You caught it.
And you've been doing this since Verbal Ascension, like Maxwell, Many Dimensions, Float Over Traxwell, Mike's in Critical Conditions.
Oh, I can't wait till we listen. I cannot wait. That's a whole nother show. I cannot wait.
Whole nother show.
We decided not to touch on it.
We decided to wait. We wanted to have you live for that one. We want to wait for that one.
Y'all get the exclude because I told Shy yesterday. I texted him. I said I can't wait even though it still ain't gonna matter to allow.
Nah, but it's.
But I've never had the opportunity to break those bars down for those non-listeners that didn't really listen. Because I'm telling you, because you just hit. I'll save that. I get emotional when it comes to that.
Nah, you should. But people have comments on YouTube saying, "Yo, Trey body the Trey body," and our thing was we were painting the picture of this. And real quick, new MC signed to this label. From Philly, no ties to Bad Boy, no ties to Biggie. Just got the I'm gonna do the verse. Like, okay, dope. But I'm gonna go super hard on this verse. And you having no idea, like it's almost like a setup. Like, okay, like Big is still ascending at the time, rhyme writing wise.
I was going to save this when we do the segment.
We can say
No, save it.
Okay, I'll wait.
Save it.
Bars.
Foray.
You in the course of a foray, and I ain't
Foray.
found my stroke yet, homie. Yo, this is foreplay. Y'all broke that down?
Uh-huh.
So the course, I thought it was a golf mention. Is that a golf mention?
Intercourse. Intercourse.
Foray. Wow.
In the course of a foray of bars. The foray of
Oh,
bars.
the bar. Okay.
You're in the course of a foray, and I ain't found my stroke yet.
I ain't found my stroke yet.
Wow.
Foreplay.
Stroke. Intercourse.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I just that one. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oof.
Wow.
Nice. Ooh,
And then you went further with the smash hit.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. There you go.
I figured
and wrapped it up with the fuck is y'all doing?
There you go. Now we put it. Yes.
Nice.
Intercourse, stroke, foreplay, smash, hit, fuck, boom.
Nice. See, people aren't doing this no more, man. People are, y'all can listen, y'all can't stop the gas, needle ain't moving, rapping like them kids, and they can see right through them. Meet them where they at, show them, lead them through the ruins. I'm hands on with mine, the rest reach through the Newman sign. Do people even catch the Newman reference?
No.
I'm hands on with mine, the rest reach them through the Newman. Like, do people know what that is?
I don't think people rhyme on mics anymore.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Newman is a microphone. It's a microphone that I've used.
That's what I'm like. Do people understand?
Nah.
Yeah. And I love the stop the gas and see right through them visual. I think that was
the needle ain't moving, the gas going back to the 88 Jetta. I've been a terror since the public school era, in case y'all didn't know where I got
I caught that.
Yeah.
I caught the been a terror since the 88 Jetta. I got the public school era. I got that.
Yeah.
Smash it, proven from there. I caught that. I'm with you.
But just the use of gas, car, and gas, that you could see through gas.
Yes.
I thought that was dope.
Thank you.
Meet them where they at, sure, but led them through the ruins. And I don't know if you meant to have gas and lead so close to each other, but
kind of, but it's yeah.
And listen, and look, just because you my brother, I'm gonna give you a double for this Newman line. You know why?
Why?
Because you can say I'm hands on with mine, the rest reach them through the Newman. Newman used to make batting gloves too.
Oh,
but I'm gonna leave.
I'll take that. I'm
gonna leave that though.
No.
I'm gonna leave that.
For future interviews, I will take that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Say it was a double. Yes.
Yeah.
I like it because you got the hands, you got the reach.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hands on. Most reaching through the Newman. Yes, it's a microphone, but it also they used to make batting gloves.
Yeah.
I think they still make them. I'm not sure. I don't play baseball.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and then you tied it up. I gave up on these youngins. They gave up on these youngins. I stayed rooting with every string, plant more seeds.
Plant seeds, growth. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you didn't have to say rooting, but you did. And it went back to the ruins and what y'all doing. And it's a conscious effort. And then more seeds than Cam Newton. How many seeds does Cam Newton have?
Like 8,
12?
Is it 12? It's up to 12?
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there.
It might be doubles. It might be 10. It's
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. I have no idea.
It's up there. I don't think he got as many as Nick Cannon, but it's up there.
Nah.
I used to see Cam Newton in the morning. His kid used to go to elementary school with my kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he took him out. I don't see his. Yeah.
I ran into him in Publix one day. I don't know what defensive backs were thinking tackling him. I would have taken out life insurance policy. There's no way.
I tell people all the time. I thought he was 6'5". I don't know.
He's like 6'13".
He's no 6'5". No.
Yeah, he's nobody 6'5". He's something else. Yeah, I've never seen nobody that, and to think he's that size playing quarterback, that is insane.
Yeah, that's insane. Because at the end of the day, the growth is to know how to pivot.
Yeah,
before you lose it. Because I don't watch too many die chasing this
music. Yeah,
brother.
Yeah,
salute this pen work.
Man,
this flex of the mind muscle.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate it.
Salute the flex of this rhyme scheme construct.
Yeah.
This is dope.
And the wild thing about it is, and this ain't nothing but God. Like I know people that have been listening to my material since I was in the 8th grade. Like cats I went to junior high with, high school with, that have heard or have damn near everything that I have. And I didn't understand it, but now the end result is what I'm seeing. They like, yo, Trey, this might be your best work. And I'm sitting up here like, damn, out of all of the joints that you've heard and all the joints that I've written and all this other stuff, like I'm just thinking, how could this be my best work? But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I and this is from an independent perspective. There's no money behind it. There's no nothing, but the reception that it's getting is like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to the beginning of the discussion. We've never been here with regards to the age that we're at.
Yeah.
And as far as writing and as far as MCing. So who's to say that we're too old to do what we do? You never know. The best is yet to come. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I take from this. You know?
Yeah. And shows like this, the plan is to bridge the gap. You know, we understand that there's youngsters out here that, have never heard stuff like this, or their minds don't even want to think as much to wrap their heads around things like this. But I think that's our fault. I think the bridge is just we didn't do a good job with bridging, this generation to our generation, whether we got mad at mumble rap or mad because they weren't rhyming how we wanted them to rhyme, or mad because another region became more popping. It's a whole lot of just, I don't know, man. But there's a demographic out there that still wants to hear, somebody be good at rhyming.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I'm in that demo. You know what I'm saying? And make no bones about it, man.
It's a real simple thing. Ain't about young and old. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about New York and South. Like, just rap well.
Right. It's not too much to ask.
Would you say? Yeah, right.
It's not too much to ask.
No, it's not. And you just put it so eloquently, and yet it's simple. Rap well. Just rap well.
That's it. Rap well.
Yeah. I think what we've doing, although it's become more popular.
Yeah, I've seen a couple things out there. They'll remain nameless, but I've seen a couple.
It's become more popular. We still try to do a light mixture of literary terms and color commentary, and always salute. So it's not too nerdy. We're not gonna get everything, and we're not gonna make up stuff.
Right.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Just a whole lot of flower bringing over here. That's all. Just a whole lot of flower bringing.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Singing, flower bringing. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, when he said what he meant.
Why don't you just get them on the show? You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you exactly what they mean.
No. 83 words used in these 2 bars.
Yo.
He was born on
August 3rd.
3rd month.
Yeah, that's too heavy. That's too heavy, yo.
Like, yo, man. Come on, man.
Jesus Christ.
This one at 8:00, and he had 8 kids.
Had 8 kids, 3 of them boys.
Did you know? Did you know? Did you get it?
Yo,
shut up, man. Thank you. And to all y'all veteran MCs out there, learn how to not take bars off.
Right.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, y'all. Peace.